start, your mat is going to be up against the wall. You're going to take your hip, it doesn't matter whether it's right or left, depending on how you're going up the wall. And you're going to start to sit one leg up the wall and the other leg up the wall. Now, if your hamstrings are really tight, this is why a block is always handy. You can always float the hips up and take the block underneath the hips. Gives you a bit more space. Or you can simply take your hips further away from the wall. So depending on how open you are, you'll decide. So sit bones against the wall, legs up against the wall. You can have them together or apart, whatever's more comfortable for you. Have good connections with the shoulders on the mat, and then take the arms anywhere you like. Close the eyes. We'll take a moment here just to check in with the body, check in with the muscles, the mind. Just get a gauge on how you're feeling this morning, maybe a little sluggish from the turkey. Breathing in through the nose, holding that fullness into the belly and the lungs, and then exhaling slowly through the nose. Do a few more breaths just like that. Big breath in. And out. And again, in. And out. Now we're going to come back to this pose at the end of the class for Shavasana as an option. So if you like this particular pose, keep that in mind. We're going to start to bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to start to slide those heels down towards the torso. Pressing the feet together, you decide how close you get to that torso. And then when you can, take the hands to the knees and just gently encourage those knees towards the wall. So we're looking for that inner thigh stretch here. We'll hold. And release that, let that go a little bit. Maybe let the knees relax a bit more. Maybe you're ready to float those heels down a little closer. You decide. Then when you're ready, one more time, gently encourage those knees towards the wall. We're going to hold here. Last breath here. Go ahead and bring those knees together. Send them straight up the wall. Ladies, pull the toes towards the shins. And now start to separate the legs. So we're sending the legs in opposite directions. Again, you decide how low you go. There's that inner thigh stretch one more time. We hold here. Now while we're here, point and flex, point and flex. One more. And now bring those legs together. If you need to have a little help, you can take the hands alongside of the legs. This class is a combination of yoga and Pilates, but while we're here, we're going to do a little bit of inner thigh work. So arms can be anywhere you like, as long as you're comfortable. They can rest on your torso if you like. We're going to take those legs apart, as far as you can, and bring them together. For 10. 2. Last one. And back together. These, we're going to take the feet onto the wall, and we're going to start to slide the feet back down towards the sit bones. From here, you may want to just wiggle back a little bit, because you want to take your feet onto the mat, and then go ahead and drop the knees to the left. There's that nice twist. Shine that right hip towards the heavens. And now go ahead and take that right ear towards the mat. Hold here. So you can use your toes to press into the wall if you'd like. You can take a knee, block in between the knees or underneath the knees if you like. Lots of options. Come on back to center. Float those knees back to center. We're going to switch sides. So take those knees now to the right. And if you'd like, left ear to the mat, hold here. Come on back to center with the gaze and the knees. One more time, we're going to take those knees off to the right. So make any adjustments so you're comfortable. Toes are against the wall. We're going to take those hands in behind the head, ladies. See those elbows in your periphery? Press down through that left hip. And now come on up, curling in for 10. Nice and slow. 9. So that rib and that hip bone are curling in together. Try and keep that right leg heavy on the left. Don't strain the neck. Last one, hold here, 10 pulses, 10, 9, crunch. Hold here. Come on back down, and again, another 10. Curling in, 9. Three, 2. Last one, stay here, 10 crunches. 3, 2, 1. Feel that oblique engage. Relax. Go ahead and take the knees up to the heavens. When you're ready, send the knees off to the left. Again, pressing those toes into the mat, into the wall, pardon me. Hands in behind the head. Ready for the second side. Keep that right sit bone grounded, that left knee heavy on top of the right. Curling in for 10. Three. Last one, hold here, 10 pulses. And release back down. Another set for 10. Three, 2, last one, hold here. Last set of pulses for 10. Hold and release. Come on back to center. Then you're going to take the knees up to the heavens, and then we're going to walk the feet up the wall. So you're coming into a 90-degree bend with the knee. You want the knees directly above the hips. So if you need to adjust where your tush is in relationship to the wall, go ahead and make that adjustment. We're going to take the arms alongside of the body. When you're ready, rooting through the feet of the wall, take those hips up and down for 10. You should feel your glutes engage. Now, while you're doing this, if you decide you need to make some adjustments, go ahead and do that. Two. Last one, stay here and hold for 5. Send those hips a little higher for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. This time, we're going to take that right ankle onto our left knee, coming into your number 4. Same thing here again. We're going to start before we move, taking that knee away. So getting into that hip socket, that right hip socket, we hold here. Now taking the arms alongside of the body one more time. We're going up, single-legged for 10. 3, 2, last one, stay high, hold here, send that hip a little higher. Slowly with control, come on down. Take that right foot onto the mat, under the wall. Left ankle, right knee again. Let's open up, send that left knee away, hold here. And now once again, arms alongside of the body, rooting with that foot. Again, make any adjustments so you're comfortable. Up we go for 10. 9. Let that left knee get heavy. 'Last one. Slowly come on down. Both feet on the wall. Take the arms alongside the body, palms up. Imprint through the small of the back, pull neck, head, and shoulders up, float the arms up. And now take those fingers towards the wall for a crunch. Curling in for 10, 9. Last one, hold here, 10 pulses. Hold. And now again, nice and slow for 10, 9. Just let the shoulder blades touch. Come on back up. 2, hold here, 10 pulses. And release, come on down. Ladies, take the hands behind the head. Again, we're just supporting the head, elbows in the periphery one more time. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, come on up. And we're going to take the right elbow towards that right hip and back and left and right, working the obliques. Ten more. 3, 2, last one. Come on back, relax neck, head, and shoulders. So no tension in the neck. Take the arms alongside the body, palms up. We're going to do that again, but this time with extended arms. When you're ready, imprint, neck, head, and shoulders go up. Right fingers towards the wall, return, and left. Going for 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come on back down. Ladies, leave that right leg where it is. Take that left ankle on the right thigh. You know where we're going this time. Again, send that left knee away. Take the hands behind the head. Imprint through the lower back. Up goes the neck, head, and shoulder. Take the right elbow towards that left knee, curling in for 10. 3, 2, last one, hold here for 10. Curling in a little bit more, feel the core engage. And release, come on back to center. Left foot onto the wall, right ankle onto that knee. So we're always doing a little bit of adjustments just to make sure that we're safe and we're comfortable with that foot on the wall. Again, taking those hands in behind the head, just supporting it loosely. Elbows in the periphery, imprint, up goes neck, head, and shoulders. Take the elbow to the knee. 3, 2, hold here, and release. Ladies, take the knees to the chest. Give yourself a rock and roll. And come on back to center. Take those feet back onto the wall. So again, you might need to adjust. We're back into that bridge position, arms alongside the body. When you're ready, we're going to float that right leg straight up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Left foot stays on the wall. So we're coming into a single leg here. When you're ready, imprint through the lower back. Up goes that leg for 10. Slow and controlled. 9. Breathe. 2. Last one, stay here. 10 little circles. Toes on the ceiling, little circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a pause. Don't let that left hip get saggy. Opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly take those hips down. Right foot to the wall. You know where we're going. The left toes to the heavens. When you're ready, up we go for 10. 3, 2, last one, hips high, little circles. Doesn't matter which direction, you know we're going both. Switch it up. And release. And come on down. Both feet on the wall. Knees 90 degrees. Flip the palms up. Imprint through the small of the back, neck, head, and shoulders. Come up. Take the fingers to the wall, crunching in for 10. 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Release. Ladies, we're going to walk those legs straight up the wall this time. So you might have to bring those hips a little closer. So legs are going to be straight when the hips go up, arms alongside the wall. When you're ready, come on up. And we're just going to hold here. To start, ankles, knees, and hips are in line. No saggy butt cheeks. When you're ready, bring that right leg up. Take those right toes towards behind you. They don't have to touch. Come on back for 10. 9. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back. Hold here. Right leg stays quiet. Send the left leg back for 10. Last one. Come on up. Slowly lower the hips down. Keep the legs straight this time, ladies. Take the arms straight up to start. When you're ready, again, we imprint. Pull up neck, head, and shoulders. Take those fingers towards the toe, curling in for 10. Really, really engage the core. Breathe. Last one, hold here. And again for 10. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And release. Ladies, take the knees toward the chest, but this time on either side of the torso. Find your happy baby. Cross the outside of the feet. Take it to a roll to start. Now extend through one leg, other leg, switching it up. Last one each side. And then come on back to center. Bring those feet together. Take the feet to the mat, ladies. We're going to extend. So we're going to take the feet. We're going to keep those feet up against the wall. We're going to come onto our sides. It doesn't matter which side you want to start. We're coming into a side plank. But it's up against the wall. So we're going to use that wall to press into. And I'm going to time us here. So when you're ready, I'm going to stay to a low plank. You can welcome to come to a high plank. No saggy hips. The hips stay high. So when you're ready, press the feet into the wall. Up go the hips. Timer's on. We hold. Hand can be straight up. It could be on the arm, on the legs, at the waist, whatever's comfortable for you. Again, no saggy hips. Important to keep that elbow underneath. You need to come down and get back up. Nothing wrong. If you need to adjust, nothing wrong. And hold. Core is engaged. Hips are high. Almost there, ladies. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Now I'm going to apologize for my back right off the bat, but I don't have a wall that way, so I'm going to turn this. So again, legs up against the wall. Low or high side plank. You decide when you're ready. We're up in 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. And again, you decide where this arm goes. Hips are nice and high. We hold. We got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Ladies, feet are against the floor. Inhale, grow tall. Again, welcome to use your strap on your feet if you like. Exhale, take a bow. And rise up. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Big breath in. Clasp the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take it to the right. Big side body stretch. And release, come on up. Go ahead and switch the clasp. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, lean left. And back to center. Release the clasp. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, ladies, bow over the legs. Find that nice stretch. And release, come on up. We're going to come into a regular plank. So coming on to our knees to start. Just a few cat-cows to warm up that spine. Big breath in. Exhale. Do a couple more. Let's do one last one. Big breath in. Exhale. And coming back to center. We're coming into a regular plank this time, ladies. Again, I'm going to do a low plank. You can do a low or a high plank, yogi's choice, as you well know. Think about what you want to do, and when you're ready, set yourself up. We're up in 3. So again, press into the wall, 2, and 1. We're up. So again, wrists, elbows, shoulders aligned. If you're low, elbows are underneath the shoulders. Core's engaged. Bum's not up in the air. Hips aren't sagging towards the mat. We hold. Think of all that turkey, all those desserts, all the stuff that we don't normally eat. All screaming for a plank this morning. You need to come down, take a break, come on back up. Nothing wrong with that. But that's been 1 minute. Hold on to it. We're almost there. Ladies, that's 1.5 minutes. We're going for 2. Almost there. You got this. Hold on to it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on down. Big toes together. You can come away from the wall if you like. Knees nice and wide. Send those hips back. Child's pose. Hold here. Walk the hands to the right. Left hand can come over. Right hand, send that left hip back. Hold. Walking the hands to center. Send them off to the left. Maybe right hand floats on top of left. Send that right hip back. Hold. Come on back to center. Float the heart away from the mat. Inhale, left arm high. Big reach. Exhale, thread it underneath. Come on back to center. Let's switch it up, ladies. Inhale that right arm high. Big reach. Exhale, thread it.
Come on back to center. You're going to want to have a block handy for this next little segment. Go ahead and float those hips up. Take those knees in line. You're going to want to block towards the front of your mat. We're going to take the hands to the mat, pressing into the wall with the feet. Come on up and find your downward dog. Hold. Last breath here. Come on forward. Hold your plank. Nice and slow. Come on down. Elbows tight. Inhale, cobra. Send those shoulders back. Don't splay the elbows. And release. One more time. Big breath in. Open up through the hips. And release. Last time. Inhale. Cobra or up dog. Yogi's choice. Exhale. Hips up. Downward dog. Take the feet away from the wall just a little bit. Heels can touch. Just pedal it out. Should have a nice stretch into the calf. Now slowly walk the hands back. Heels are up against the wall, but the feet are flat. And now you decide, ladies, how far back you walk these hands. Send the hips against the wall. Find that stretch. The more you press into the wall, the more of a stretch you get. The more the heart lends itself towards the thighs, the more of a stretch you get. Take it to where it feels just right. We're going to linger here. You can take your hands wider for balance. I find that helpful. And now slowly take the hips away from the wall a little bit, feet away from the wall a little bit. Come on up. Nice tall stand. We're going to turn and face the long edge of the mat because you're going to take that right foot against the wall. We're going to take those left toes forward. So we're coming into warrior two, heel to arch or heel to heel stance, but use that wall as great support. Knees above the ankles, send those arms out. Press into the wall if you like. Hold here. Again, no saggy knees. Don't let that knee float to the midline. Let it stay nice and strong as it points towards that baby toe. And now slowly start to straighten that leg. We're going to hinge forward. There's where you want your block because we're going to come right into triangle. So again, little hinge forward with the hips, hands down onto the mat. Send that arm up. Hold here. Now, if you'd like, you can take your other block on this side, or you can take your hands onto the mat and just fold over that leg. Press that left foot into the mat. Press that right outer edge of the foot into the wall. We hold. And now slowly come on up. We're going to soften that knee, and we're just going to switch it up. So again, I apologize for my backside. So again, left foot's against the mat. We're going to walk that right foot out. Toes point forward. When you're ready, we come into our warrior two. Knee is in line with the hip. Sorry, knee is in line with the hip and with the ankle. Send those arms straight up. And then when you're ready, we start to straighten that leg. A little hinge forward. Find your triangle on this side. Stack the shoulders, spread the fingers. Gaze can be up at that thumb or straight ahead. You decide, we hold. Release the hand down. Bend that knee. We start to come on up. And then we're going to walk the feet together. We're going to come into an L hang. So this is great for building your shoulders. The best way to figure out how far you want to be out is if we were to sit against the wall, mark where your heels would be, And then that's where we're going to put the heel of our hands. And you may need to adjust depending on the length of your limbs. But what we're going to start to do is we're going to take the feet up the wall. And you basically want to have a 90-degree with your hips, and you want to have your shoulders over your wrists. And we're just going to hold. This is called an L hang. It's a nice prep pose for handstands. Build stability in the shoulder girdle. We hold. So really press into the wall, really press into the mat with your hands. If you want to come down, go by all means, come on down. Welcome to come back up. Let's take it for another couple breaths. And now slowly bring the feet down. Bend the knees, roll all the way up. And just roll the shoulders. Now shoulders forward. While we're here, we're going to stretch out the front of the pecs. So we're going to come to the wall. Actually, we're going to go two different ways. We're going to take the hand onto the wall in line with the shoulders. We're going to turn that left foot. So my left hand is on the wall. My left foot is against the wall. And I'm going to start to send my hips away. And I'm going to rotate through. So I'm sending my hips to the midline of the body, and I'm pressing into the wall. Should feel a nice opening through the shoulder and the pec here. We hold. And release. Same thing, hands in line with the shoulder. So if you're really tight, come further away from the wall. Don't press as hard. You decide, but play with this. Play with the proximity of the body to the wall. Play with how much you're opening up. You should feel this beautiful stretch. And now release that. We're going to come back to the wall. So make sure your mat is secure. We're going to come down. You know where we're going. We're going to come into some squats here. So we're going to walk the feet out so they're in line with the knees. We're going to hold here. This is just called chair pose. Don't put your hands on your thighs. That just takes some of the hardness away from it. So you want your sit bones grounded. You want your knees in line with the hips. Hands can be alongside the arms. They can be at heart center, but we just hold here. And now coming up with the toes and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, back to that chair pose we hold. So root down through the sit bones against the wall, root down through the feet. We hold. Should feel your quadriceps engaged. They should start to talk to you right about now. If you need to come up for a bit, nothing wrong with that. Come right back down. 3. Stay where you are though, ladies. We're not getting up just yet. When you're ready, heels come up for 10, 9. Quad should be screaming at you right about now. 4, 5, 8, 9, and 10. Take the hands against the wall, push away from the wall, come on up. Woo! We're going to stretch out through the quadriceps here. You've got some options. You can take this to a standing pose. And if you already know your knees are sensitive this morning, this is where you're going to go. If you want a little bit more, just for some variation, you're going to take that right knee up against the wall. Left foot is on the mat. And I'm just going to press into it as I send my hips back towards the wall. This is a big, juicy stretch. It gets into your hip flexors as well. Nice option here is to use your blocks alongside of the body just for some balance. But press in,
big quad opener here. So again, it's exactly the same thing as standing, just another option for you. And release that by coming forward and releasing the hip. So again, just to show you what the blocks look like, this gives you a bit more stability. Once again, you're going to take that left knee against the wall, right foot's on the wall, on the mat. And then I'm just going to press back in. So I'm rooting down through that knee, same as when we're standing, same as in hero's pose, sending the energy from the hip through to the knee. But now I'm pressing into the wall. Big quad stretch here. And again, the blocks are just a nice little tool to help you keep your balance. And then once again, we're going to come out of that. Curl the toes under, ladies, send the hips back. Walk away from the wall and just forward fold. This time, let's grab opposite hand with opposite elbow and have a little sway from side to side. Come on up. We're going to take that squat pose one more time. So we're going to take the feet out in line, but this time, just to make things a little bit more difficult, we're going to take that right ankle onto that left thigh. And again, we're just going to hold. So we're just going to do 30 seconds on each side. But again, keep those hips nice and square. Let that knee get heavy so we're still opening up through those hip flexors. Almost there. And now taking the hands against the wall, push away. Come on up. Should feel that in that left leg. You know where we're going. We've got to even things out. So again, hips against the wall, walk the feet out. Find that 90 degree, and then when you're ready, switch it up. This one. Okay. I just remember which leg I was doing. And we hold. So again, root down through the wall, through the sit bones, root down through that right foot, tall through the spine. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Once again, hands up against the wall, push that up. Ladies, this time we're going to take our backs against the wall. I got a lot of paraphernalia going on here. We're going to take it nice and wide. We're coming into our sumo squat. Now, if you feel your floor is slippery, you can take your mat against the wall if you need to, but you want to make sure that you feel nice and secure. So again, toes are open, knees are in direction of the toes. We're just going to slide down the wall once again, opening up through those inner thighs, and we hold. So much of what we do against the wall is what we do on our mats, or standing or flat on our backs. There's just different variations. A lot of them are the same. You can play around, have some fun. I call it fun. And now from here, toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2. Hold here. Lower the heels. Come on up. Walk away from the wall. Give those legs a bit of a shake. Take a big breath in. Exhale, take a bow. Let it all go. So you know you can use your blocks. You can use your mat, shins. Send the hips further back. Melt the heart. Get a nice stretch here.
And now slowly come on up.
Ladies, we're going to come on to our backs. Again, you're going to want your blocks handy should you choose to use them for Shavasana. We're going to just roll down, send the legs straight out. Let's get the core engaged a little bit more. Take it down to the mat one vertebrae at a time. And now bring that right knee to the chest. Let it snug a little closer. Hands onto that knee. Take it out to the right. Off to the outside of that right shoulder. Keep that left hip bone grounded. Come on back to center. Left hand to right knee. Find your twist. Keep the shoulders grounded. Welcome to take that right ear to the mat. Welcome to press a block. From the knee to the floor if you'd like. Should feel a nice rotation. Should feel a nice opening through the hip here as well. Last breath here. Come on back to center. We're just going to roll onto that left side. Support the head. Bend that knee. Keep that bottom leg soft. And we're going to take that heel to hip. And we're going to send that knee back. So the stretch is not so much the quadricep, although that's going to open up. We want to get into that hip flexor. So by sending that knee behind the hip, we open up. Hold here. And release. Come on back to center. Extend that right leg, float that left knee to chest. And now send that left knee to the outside of that shoulder. Hold here. Come on back to center. Right hand, left knee, left shoulder stays grounded. Find your twist. And again, ear can come to the mat. And again, notice which side's more open. Release that. We're going to stay on that right side. Soften that right knee. Support the head. Take that left hand to foot. And again, send that left knee behind the hip. Find that nice opening to the front of the hip flexor. We hold. And release. Going back to center. Ladies, bend the feet. Bend the knees. Take the feet to the mat. Arms alongside the body. Float those knees above the hips. You can keep those legs together or separated, yogi's choice. We're just going to take those knees towards the chest, concentrating on those lower ribs a little bit more before we end it. Curling in for 10, nice and slow. Try not to use the hands. Try to have the energy all come from your lower abdominals. Let's go for 5 more. Last one. And come on back to center. Take the knees to the chest, little rock and roll. Oh, I forgot to do our push-ups. There we go. We're going to do them. I don't want to leave out the arms, ladies. So this time, come on back to center. We're just going to roll from shoulder to tail, and we're going to come on up and face the wall. So we're going to do our push-ups up against the wall. Now, the farther back your feet are from the wall, the more difficult. So you decide where those feet need to be in proximity to the wall. Let's roll over a little bit more here. So we're going to start with the bicep. So we're going to take those hands slightly wider than the shoulders. We're going to take those feet back. So again, you want to make sure the wrists, elbows, and shoulders are in line. And then when you're ready, we're going to come on down for 10. Slow and controlled. 9. Should feel a nice calf stretch as well if your heels are on the mat. If it's too easy, walk it back. Let's go for 5 more.
I almost forgot these. If you're not comfortable doing push-ups, these are a nice way to start. Last one. Now come by 90 degrees and just hold here for 10, 9, and push away from the wall. Give those arms a bit of a shake, a bit of work the triceps. So this time the difference is the wrists, elbows, and shoulders have to be in line, have to be nice and tight. So you may find that you might need to be a little bit closer. They're a little more difficult than the bicep push-up. Don't hit your head on the wall. When you're ready, come on down for 10. Slow and controlled. Elbows nice and tight. 2. Last one. Come on back, find your 90 degree. Hold here. Elbows tight. And release, push away from the walls. Let's take that right hand straight up. Come under my knees so you can see better. Flip the palm. Let's find that nice tricep stretch here. Then release that, switch it up. Left arm comes up. Flip the palm, tricep stretch. And release that. Ladies, come and meet me on your mats. We're going to face the wall. Take the feet onto the wall, 90 degrees. Take the spine onto the mat. Arms alongside the body. Last little bit for the core. When you're ready, curl up through the shoulders. Take the fingers towards the wall. For 10, curl in. 9. 10 more. Figured I'd throw these in because we're coming down to stretch. 4, 3, 2. Hold here. Last set, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Ladies, take that right ankle onto that left side. Find your number 4. Press that knee away and hold. And release that. Left ankle, right thigh. Press that left knee away. Hold here. And release. Go ahead and take the knees towards, pardon me, towards the torso either side. Feet to the heavens, happy baby last time. Rolling from side to side, maybe extending through one leg, maybe the other. Last time. Come on back to center. Bring those legs together. Point the toes. So we're stacked, ankles, knees, and hips. Little circles on the ceiling. A little pause here, send it in the opposite direction. Should feel a nice massage to the lower back here. A little pause one more time. Take the knees to the chest. Final rock and roll. One more time, I'm going to ask you to check in with the body. Do a little tour. How are the muscles, the joints? How's that headspace feeling? Think about how you'd like to spend final Shavasana. So option obviously is legs up the wall because we're here. It's not mandatory. You can lie flat on your mat. You can use your props, anything that you like. We're going to take a little bit of a longer Shavasana today. I'm going to give you guys 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes on your mats today. So if you decided how you want to spend Shavasana, go ahead and make your way into it right now. If you're doing legs up the wall and you find that your hamstrings are a little tight, take the hips further back or send the block underneath the hips, or the sit bones, I should say. Again, legs can be straight, they can be separated. You can actually spry them so that they're opening up. Another option in Shavasana is to strap your legs so that you're not using any tension or muscular engagement to hold them in place. Maybe they want to roll open a little bit. You decide, but find that comfortable place. Make sure there's no tension in the jaw. Make sure there's no tension in the brow. Let those eyes roll back a little deeper in their sockets. Maybe that tongue rolls forward a little bit in the mouth as the jaw relaxes. Maybe those sit bones get a little heavier into the mat. Maybe those shoulders get a little heavier into the mat. And find that place where you can completely relax. I'm going to ask you to do one last thing as you lie here on your mat, feeling the support, the wall, the floor. Think about all that you're grateful for. Not the basic stuff, the roof over our head or health. But maybe some treasures that we don't think of often enough. Call them to mind. Wrap your heart around them. Embrace them. Be grateful.
kindly, gently going to bring some awareness back to the body without haste. Eventually finding our way to a comfortable seated position. As always, we'll take the hands to the heart in gratitude. We'll bow to that heart in gratitude. Always being grateful for what we can do on our mats and for each other who keeps us true here. Have a great rest of the long weekend, guys. And honor the place in you where the whole universe resides. And when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.